Alright, hi Internet, I'm TychoCelchuuu. This is a Men of War Assault Squad match. It's lollybo and I versus two random people. We are playing as the Germans. I believe they are playing as the British. And unfortunately there are no game sounds in this one. I managed to record myself and lollybo talking on Ventrilo, but obviously that would get distracting if I did that during the commentary. So, no sound. I will probably, what I'll do, put this game up for download somewhere with the original audio. So if you want to just hear me and lollybo talking while we're playing this game, you can just download that, hear what I said on Vent, hear what he said on Vent, and I'm buying a normal squad, which comes with a machine gun, some submachine gun dudes, and mostly people with rifles. And it's this map. I will talk more about the map as the time goes on. I was headed to the right because I thought I was on the right, but then I realized I was on the left. So pretty soon now I think I will take off and head towards the left. Pretty standard battle zones gameplay right here. Just seize as many of the points as possible. You want the majority of the points, your points will tick up, blah 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 blah. And anything else? Setting up some sandbags, very important to have some cover on the point. Don't play front lines in Assault Squad, by the way. I think it's a bug. It's hopefully a bug, otherwise they ruin front lines, because they forgot to... Normally in front lines when you're defending, your points will tick up because you hold all the objectives, and as the attackers capture objectives, your points will tick up slower and slower. And if they finally get all the objectives, then they win that round and your points stop ticking up. But the idea is, as a defender, your points will tick up. That doesn't happen in Assault Squad. lollybo and I played a couple frontline matches, and those were just horrible because the attackers have no reason to attack because the defenders' points aren't ticking up. So those are broken. We much prefer battle zones. Do not like combat. I think at some point I'll make a video about how combat is a stupid game mode. But right now we're playing battle zones, which is a very fun game mode, so we're doing that. Setting up some defenses on the left. lollybo is encountering some damage, some fighting in the middle. I'm not worrying about that too much. I'll let him deal with that for a while. I want to get set up here. Very important to get my machine gunner, the guy with the MG42, behind his own set of sandbags and with some good oversight. He's the machine gunner is the linchpin to your defense, so put him in a good place. Make sure you know what he's doing and why. And now I'm watching lollybo, and here's his machine gunner set up in a primo position, just mowing down some people. Very nice change in Assault Squad is that machine guns are very, very deadly in infantry combat. Just extremely well done. So pretty much everything you do is going to be focused around the machine gun, especially as the Germans, which is just how it worked in real life. And this Bren just kills lollybo's guy in the middle, so that's the Bren is the light machine gun for the British. Bren kills another guy, MG42. So you see a lot of the actual kills being done by the machine guns in these skirmishes, and in fact all throughout the game when you're fighting with infantry, because riflemen and stuff, some machine gunner is good at suppressing. There's the MG42 killing another guy, but really they cannot match the killing power of the machine gun. So it's all about getting your machine gun set up in a good position, protecting in a good position, and getting good shots off at their infantry. So that's really how Assault Squad goes down. And so we have a stalemate. We managed to get 1 point. We captured our points a little bit faster than them, so we're 1 out of 100 on our way to victory. But yeah, we have a stalemate. No one can really take the middle because it's going to entail quite a few casualties running into one of those machine guns. You can, if you want, Kiki Zerg Rush, you might make them waste a clip. Typically that won't happen because although it takes quite a few machine gun bullets to drop a man if he's hiding behind something or trying not to get hit or sneaking forward or something, if you run straight at a machine gun, it is ridiculously easy to just shoot you. Like, the machine gun will actually just fire a very short burst and you will die, just like in real life. So you would think that, like, well, if I send 10 people and you've got 30 bullets in the Bren, like, really 3 bullets per person, like, at least someone's gonna get through. And my guy threw a grenade on his own volition, so that's pretty cool. Although that the other guy got up or died anyways, and the grenade actually landed in front of the wall, so that's not good. But here's some more fighting. lollybo actually bought some paratroopers, is what he's using to assault that point. But yeah, like I said, 10 guys running towards a machine gun. You think like 3 bullets per man, I'll probably be able to just overwhelm him, but you can get mowed to death really easily. And of course, if the machine gun is something set up like on a tank or a mounted machine gun, then you're not getting anywhere because they have more than 30 bullets in the clip. But again, lollybo's MG42 killing everybody. Probably the Fallschirmjäger paratrooper MG42 doing the damage there. Those guys come with an MG42 guy, I think. Maybe not. But they come with... The paratroopers are very good. Maybe we'll talk about paratroopers later. I think I'll buy some in this match. But yeah, lollybo finally managing to get in the middle, but of course right then a Matilda shows up. So I'm trying to decide if I want a Pack 38 AT gun or a Pack 40 AT gun. Pack 40 is much more stopping power, but of course it costs more and I have to wait to be able to purchase it. Unfortunately this Matilda taking out lollybo's paratroopers, he got most of them out of the way, I think. No, I think he got half of them out of the way. The other half got killed. Also, this mountain machine gun set up in the middle, very, very irritating. It's going to be almost impossible for us to take this point unless we roll in with something heavy or something. Find out some sort of solution. Maybe hit it with artillery, maybe sneak around the side. Although that's a long way to go around the side. We'd probably have to go around the left because around the right there's not much cover anyway. So, in any case, lollybo's just saying, whatever, fuck it. And he's repositioning to the right to deal with these commando threats. The commandos that are being moved forward to assault our eastern salient. I don't know what a salient is, but I've heard that word. And he is firing a Delisle carbine is what that is, and I don't know what that is. So, that's your history lesson for today. What other history lessons can we give? World War I sucked. That's a history lesson. Have I learned anything about history funny lately? Probably, I just can't remember right now. I was thinking some stuff. Anyways, lollybo appears to have bought a AT gun, I believe is what happened at this point in the match. You can see on the minimap that little triangle moving forward. He also bought a big ol' hunk of infantry, because why not? I'm spending my time moving forward trying to get my people spread out on the left so I can see what's happening. Unfortunately, my opponent is smart enough to have done the same thing, so he's ready for me. He's got riflemen spread out. He spots me moving up, and I get mowed down. And meanwhile, big push on the middle by the enemy, moving in with his infantry, and lollybo doesn't look like he's got quite enough people, but it turns out he does. He's this MG42 killing a bunch of people. Yeah, a bunch of people. Yeah, see, look at that. Is the MG42 doing like 90% of the kills right there? A couple FG42 Fallschirmjägers guys, a couple Kar 98s, but the MG42 killing almost everybody. And so here's the pack, I believe 38. Why am I doing this? Oh, I was well, I'm looking for the command to set up, like that when you have an AT gun moving around and you want to tell him like stop moving around and set up. Like there doesn't look like there's a... Oh no, I was looking for the spread button. Lollybo's like, what's the button for spread? Anyways, his Pack 38 is dead, so that sucks. That's kind of why you want a Pack 40 maybe, so you can penetrate the Matilda on the first shot and it doesn't get a chance to fire back. So this is pretty annoying. They have a Matilda and a heavy machine gun in the middle, and although their infantry push was largely decimated, they're still causing quite a bit of damage. So not too bad for us, because points come from holding the points, not from actually killing people, but looks like they certainly have the upper hand at this point in the match. So I'm buying a Stug. I largely buy Stugs because they're horrendously annoying when other people buy them. Like, every time other people use them, I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is so annoying. It's the low profile, really, that does it. It's just hard to hit them, and when you finally do hit them, their armor is so sloped, you just don't do fantastic. So I'm like, normally I'm a bigger fan of tanks, but I think the Stug gets its time in the sun, and I have a feeling I'm going to be duking it out a lot just from long distances, just firing at each other, and the Stug is very good at that because, like I said, low profile. It doesn't matter too much if you lose a track or something, or even a turret, something, if you're at very long range, because you're just aiming in the direction of the enemy, they're aiming in the direction of you, blah blah blah, you hit them. Whereas tanks, if they lose a track or a turret while they're doing some crazy stuff behind enemy lines, well, then it's curtains for them. But yeah, mostly I just bought this Stug to be a fire support role, to sit back and lob shells at them. I want to at least kill the Matilda or scare it off. So a couple shots have either missed or not penetrated, and he just keeps backing up, but I'm not too worried because I can keep driving forward. I'm not quite into enemy lines yet. I have lollybo's men all around me, so I'm really not worried too much. And looks like a rifleman and machine gunner made a push on the left towards my point, but they got killed by my MG42, who's going to do all the damage, just like all MG42s do. And so this Matilda keeps backing up, but luckily for me, still in range of my Stug. Unluckily for me, the people in my Stug tank did not go to gunnery school. They went to culinary school or something. So really only hitting half the time and not penetrating the other half. Maybe they're loading the chocolate shells. Do not load the chocolate shells into your gun. Not only will they fail to penetrate, often they will leave chocolatey residue, and you have to clean that out later. And it might sound fun, but when you're cleaning out, there's also gunpowder, and when you eat gunpowder, you explode. And that's not good, unless you're a suicide bomber. But I hope you're not a suicide bomber, because, yeah, I don't know. Just seems like a bad career choice. Incredibly lucky hit on this Cromwell. Well, it's not super lucky. He was showing his side armor to me. Really should not have revealed himself until he's in position to fire my Stug. My Stug simply rotates, fires, punches through the side armor, and dies, because you have to be careful. The Stug, nice little tank, and it's got a nice little gun, 75mm Stug 40, whatever that means.